Galactic Force Media not in his native habitat. What are you doing today?
I am sifting through the sand looking for shark teeth, and I don't think we're going to find any here at the shark bite capital of the world.
Are you having fun though?
I'm having, yeah, actually, it's really nice to not be doing anything. I actually don't even have the camera out. Okay, so this is kind of a shortened version of my impromptu video for finding out if the beach sand at New Smyrna, Florida beach is in fact radioactive. And I wasn't gonna do a video, but I did a little beach combing with my Raysid, and sure enough, I found some sand that is much higher than normal background radiation. So I'm gonna walk back to my little spot over here. Totally unprepared for this. It's so hot. The Raysid is actually overheating. So, and of course, I forgot to bring a Ziploc bag to put over my Raysid. But I'm gonna show you guys where I found some higher than normal readings. And this is more for somebody like you or me that is just addicted to this, and you got to get that fix. So this is our last day in Florida on our little vacation. I wanted to at least show you guys what we might possibly have here, which was absolutely, yeah, you guys already know. So let's get to this little point here and I'll start showing you guys. So I got the Radiacode 110 and the Raysid with me. So this is where I was digging, okay? So I'm just gonna show you, let's see if I could show you guys. If not, I'll read it to you. Right now, the search feature on the Raysid, let's see if I can go over here. It's way too bright, but the search feature on the Raysid is giving me 1,200, 1,500, 1,000, and this is the highest area that I've found so far on the beach. Right now it's punching at 1,700. So there's the hole that I dug, okay? And we're gonna just put this here. So right now it's Raysid saying 132, 1.4. And as soon as we drop it in there, we actually get an alarm. It jumps to over 3,000. And we just have it sitting in there. And I mean, we go to the spectrum. It immediately picks up on the auto ID as, it has, wait, oh, it's so hard to see out here. So we're getting about 3,600. There's the Raysid in the hole. God, I'm gonna end up buying a new one because of this with the wind right now. But I doubt you guys can see in there, but we're looking at it's jumping between 25 to 3,000, a little bit over 3,000. And then if we actually, I forgot my shovel, but if we actually dig some out, and go down again, that jumps back up again. Let me get back to the search feature. You're looking at 3,300, 32, 3,300 counts per minute, which is obviously going to be some thorium-232. God, there goes my warranty.
So just popping in here off the beach, I wanted to add a better explanation for why the radiation readings in this sand are higher than normal background. It was specifically the black sand streaks I observed that were mostly further back on the dune. These areas have tiny amounts of naturally radioactive materials like monazite, which contain trace uranium and thorium. These minerals emit radiation that my Geiger counter picks up as higher counts per minute overall. Even though the readings spike to a few thousand CPM, it's totally natural and safe because the radiation levels are very low and only in small localized patches. Now, why is it further back on the dune, you ask? Well, natural processes like wind and water tend to move the lighter, less dense sand grains closer to the shore, while the heavier minerals like monazite get concentrated further up the dune where things are calmer. This sorting over time causes these radioactive black sand streaks to collect in those spots. So it's not dangerous nuclear waste, It's just the Earth's own minerals giving off a bit more radiation. And here is our Raysid 7% in our sample. I also paused the Raysid spectrum collection because it keeps jumping between the K40, the uranium ore, and the thorium-232 pendant. But it is bouncing around these three, and of course we're not getting as much reading as we did when we were at the beach, because we were, there's a lot more concentration when we were down there. And this is a very small sample size that I would have to leave here for hours, but this is about 7 minutes worth, and it is picking up thorium-232 as a pendant. But again, this is a very short spectrum. I mean, even if I went and hit play, it's probably going to jump back to K40. No, it's actually sitting there on, up there it is, see? It's jumping between the thorium-232 and the K40. But that's fairly accurate considering the short spectrum time that we're currently doing with the Raysid 7%. So let's get back to the beach.
So the question is, why is it doing this? Well, from the small amount of research that I did, the sand, especially the heavier sands, I hope you guys can hear me over the wind, I really do. The heavier sands that get pushed up by the dunes have more of heavier minerals and the black sands, which ultimately comes down to thorium. And based off of the spectrum that I ran in that sand over here, it was coming up as thorium-232. And the Raysid's still trying to figure it out because I didn't leave it long enough. But it was saying that it was thorium-232 pendant, thorium-232 rods, which would be welding rods, but more or less thorium-232. So again, this ended up being what I had planned for a full video looking for shark's teeth, which we might have found one or none, into a finding some radioactive sand on the beach. So, with that said, like and subscribe from Florida, and I'm gonna go and hit the water. So, ending the vacation on a pretty cool note, I think. But yeah, radioactivity is everywhere, guys. And with that said, stay safe, be curious, and don't get contaminated. All right, you guys have a good rest of your week. See you back in Pennsylvania. Bye-bye.